Okay, welcome to another edition of This Video May Not Be For You. Don't waste your time. My name is Purcell, and this is just a very quick video of the interior of your car. These are the products that we're going to talk about, but not in god-awful detail like I did in season 1. Let me just tell you something about me. Maybe this is just because I've been in the military for 21 years, and some things you can't shake, right? So when I go out at a car show, or when I'm hanging out with friends, or when we see Tesla owners at the supercharge station and we just, talking Tesla or talking stuff in general, when people are kind enough to invite me to sit in their car, whether it be a Tesla, EV, brand new car, old car, or whatever, I always tend to have my eyesight always focus on the floor mats before I sit in someone's car. And then I look at the seats. I don't know why, that's just me. Again, this is just me. So when I look in the seats, I always say, please, God, don't let there be a lot of stuff in the seats. I think it's a little embarrassing for me to have to move books and newspapers and other kind of stuff outside of the seat, and then you have to throw it in the back seat. And then you look at the floor mats are kind of dirty. And I'm like, oh my God, so I don't want to dirty up the car. Or on the other hand, if the car looks really, really clean, maybe I don't want to put my feet in the inside of the car because the floor mats are immaculate. If I ever see you at any show, or you just see me in the DMV area, please feel free to come on in, come up to me, sit inside the car, have a nice experience, and put your feet inside my car. It doesn't bother me at all because I'm always cleaning it anyway. Doesn't bother me one single bit. I'm just seeing if my thing is charged. Okay, so floor mats. I have my vacuum right here. Sometimes I use the vacuum to vacuum the car, or I go right up the street about less than a minute away and go to the car wash and use the vacuum. I don't run my car in the car wash. I just use the vacuum. It's always a trip when you go to the car wash and you vacuum out your car, you vacuum out the front. And people look at you like, man, where's your engine? And then they look in the back and like, man, you don't have an engine. That's always the classic case, at least here in Southern Maryland. Might not be for California, but in Southern Maryland, it's always a hoot to see somebody looking for the engine when there's no engine there. But I digress. Anyway, so floor mats. When I first bought the car, I put all-weather floor mats in the car made by Tesla. And the floor mats really are great in all season. But the only problem I have with the floor mats is that the floor mats really do not hug the dead man's pedal right here tightly. So oftentimes when I have my foot up here, sediment always comes down here where my hands are, right? So oftentimes when I pull out my floor mat, I always have dirt and pebbles and sand or whatever down here at the base of the dead man's pedal. You see that right there is a little bit, so I have to vacuum that up. But again, it's always quite interesting to me. Every time I vacuum this area out right here, that dirt and sediment falls down in here, and then next thing you know, I have to vacuum it out again. So I wish the Tesla floor mats was just a little bit tighter on the dead man's pedal right here, and then I think everything will be good to go. But anyway, so I vacuumed that out. I try to get deep and down here. It's very tough to get. Try to get around and around on both sides, and then in the floor mats at the back of the car. Then also in the trunk and in the front, I vacuumed that out as well. And even sometimes I even vacuum up here where they have the soft Alcantara up here. There's very nice soft material. Sometimes I run my vacuum cleaner up here. But after I get the vacuum cleaner and get that all cleaned out, then I'll come back to my floor mats right here. And then, if you remember, I was foot stomping VRP. I love VRP because VRP is so cool. I use VRP on my tires, and I use VRP on the floor mats. This product right here is made by Chemical Guys. It's vinyl, rubber, and plastic. This product right here, I can go through 2 bottles from April until about October. Once again, I love VRP. So all I have to do is just spray a little bit of VRP on here. It's dry. Once I spray it on there, I take my tire applicator and I rub that down, and then I have a nice clean mat right here. So I shake up all the dirt first, shake all the dirt out, vacuum the dirt out, and then once I put that tire applicator down, bam, this thing is nice and clean. Now, the only problem about VRP, if you put too much on it, and if you have tennis shoes on or regular street shoes, especially for women, is very slick. So I don't use a lot of VRP on the floor mats. I just use a little bit so I can keep it in color, especially when it's time for a show. I have my feet in the floor mats, driving to the car show, But when I get out, I put a little bit of VRP on the car mats so they can look nice and shiny. Not a whole lot, and then when I drive back home, bam, it's still looking shiny. So I do use that VRP on the floor mats. One other thing I use, obviously, is something for the leather. You may have a different type of leather seat, so I'm not going to talk about the virgin leather and all that other stuff. I just have plain leather. I have a very plain interior to my car. I have a 2015 model S70D. So I love this product here called Lexol. You can pick it up at any auto store. Very, very good. I recommend this highly. If you have just plain leather seats, you put a little dab on the applicator and you rub it just like you waxing the car. You just rub it into the seat, and it will dry in 2 to 3 minutes. So I use Lexol for the front seats and for the back seats. And sometimes I use Lexol right here on this leather armrest here, down here as well, and up here. So I'll take the little applicator. Let me get my applicator. Oh, sorry about that. And I just rub it in. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then the Lexol is very, very good. I swear by Lexol. Lexol is really, really excellent. So that's that product there. Windows, basically, I just use a little bit of window cleaner. Newspaper, again, windows is my weakest of the whole clean car experience. I use window cleaner here, obviously, and here on the inside and out, and also back here in the back if need be, but more importantly, window cleaner in the front of the nice windshield as well. Now, getting back to the interior of the car, once you get into the car, and I'm really feeling really good, I have one of these horsehair type brushes right here. I don't know if you can see that. And I clean up in the binnacle area right here. I just kind of swipe that out. Sometimes you have dust up here in the vents. I wipe that out. Over here in these vents, all over, I wipe that out. And then when it's time to really get serious, excuse me, all that dust and pollen made me sneeze. I use one of these clean cloths, you can use for your screen or for your eyeglasses. I also come down here and wipe this out. I very rarely ever use any type of strong liquid like, maybe occasionally I might use just a tad bit of window cleaner, but pretty much I keep this fairly clean, so I just use that as well. And if you don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that how you clean your display here, you can turn your display off. And when you turn your display off, to clean it, they have a clean screen mode that I'm pointing to. If you can see that, you have a screen mode to clean. You just hit that and then the screen turns black. And then you can just wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off. I do that quite a bit, maybe once every month or so, maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't know, it just depends. Again, I just try to keep the interior clean. And then up here, I do have 2 types of air freshener. Vossen, who was the car wheels. I really love Vossen products. And I have this little stick here, which is a very light, fragrant air freshener as well. I got these here. This is what it looks like. It's called Auto Sticks. I think Target sells them. You can go with anything. At a car show, we have some local retailer called Sense You, and they have vanilla, and they put these in these bags right here. They are so strong. I mean, they are strong. They're so strong, I put them back here in the trunk area. And put them back in the trunk area, they don't smell as prevalent, but man, they are very good. They last a long time. So I just throw it back there, and man, it lights up the car with a nice vanilla smell or coconut or whatever. It's a local company that comes around and sells these little car scents. They last anywhere between 3 to 6 months. So you can see the interior is already vacuumed out. The front is not that bad. I think I showed you a little video of where I clean out the front around the tray of the front area. Again, I got a little carpet down there, and just keep that kind of tight, kind of clean. But basically that's it. It's not a whole lot to clean the interior. If you keep your interior clean, the interior will take care of you. Just like if you keep the car clean, the car would take care of you. So that's it for this edition of Don't Waste Your Time. This video may not be for you, Basically, I just ran over the quick and down in air quote dirty details about cleaning the interior of the car. Next week is the car show, so you will be seeing some video of the car show. Wish me the best of luck. This may be my last car show I will ever participate in because it's a lot to keep this car clean. All right, so we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.